What's up guys, TA Military here, and today I'm going to be rating your guys' kit. Alright, so first one we got Ugly Airsoft. Quick thing, shout out to Ugly Airsoft for sending in his kit. He didn't have to and he still did. Anyways, so yeah. Alright, so the first thing he's got is his plate carrier. I think he's running a Cry JPC 2.0 Maritime Swimmer's Cut. He's got the AVS mag pouches on the front. I had the same ones. They're not the real Cry ones though. It also looks like he's got some side plates on with a Ranger Green GP pouch and a 152 radio. It also looks like he's got a gooseneck on that antenna, or at least that's what it looks like. He's also got an admin pouch on the front of his plate carrier. And the thing on the admin pouch, I don't know what that's called, but I definitely have seen it before. On the left side, he's got, it looks like almost like a Faro flashbang pouch in a Spiritus GP. I could be wrong though. He's got a standard, Cry back panel. It's the same one I got, but not the real Cry, just because I can't afford it. But yeah, that looks about it for his plate carrier. For his guns, the first one he's got is, I think it's a VFC M249 gas blowback machine gun. He's actually converted it to an HPA, and he's got a pretty sick paint job on there. For his optic, it looks like he's got, just your T2 red dot on a Unity riser with a magnifier. Looks like an EOTech magnifier, but I could be wrong. For a second gun, he's got the VFC UGRI gas blowback with, I think, another T2 red dot. It looks like the Romeo red dot on a riser. He's also got a PEG 15 on the front. It looks like a real PEG 15, but I'm not sure if it is. On his second one, he's got another VFC UGRI gas blowback with a L-can, a PEC, and it looks like a shorter suppressor. Really cool guns. For his helmet, he's got an OpsCore Maritime with a Cry airframe helmet cover, I think. He's also got dual contact 3s, which are sick, and PVS 31s. And these PVS 31s are real PVS 31s. I think he's got them in green phosphor. On the top of his helmet, it looks like he's got a counterweight system. I forget the name, but he's got it in Desert Tiger, which looks sweet. He's also got the PVS 31 battery pack on the back. And to mount his night vision, he's got an Argus mount, or he's running an Argus mount instead of a Wilcox. Very similar though. For his belt, it looks like he's got a Faro belt, but I could be wrong. He's got a Gista, a multi-tool up at the front, and some other pouches. Looks like a grenade pouch near the front. And then that looks like I think it's a Blue Force Gear IFAK, mini IFAK, but I could be wrong. Alright, for Ugly Airsoft's kit, I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 because all of it's real, none of it's repro, and the guns are they're sweet. They look so good. Actually, he inspired me to get a UGRI. I just fell in love with the look of the guns. But yeah, on to the next one. Alright, up next we got Brain Bucket Training Group with his kit. It looks like on the front he's got either Crydex or a real Cry JPC in Coyote Brown. Almost looks like he's got a Spiritus Systems Mark IV placard on the front, but I could be wrong on that. He's definitely got looks like a Spiritus Systems drop pouch, but it could be a repro. He's got an ATAC up on the front, and it looks like a GP pouch on his left side. Cry airframe helmet with some type of GoPro mount For his back panel, he's got just like the same, Cry back panel. I do not know if this is real Cry or not. But for now, I'm just gonna assume that it's Crydex. He's also got an M81 top on, which looks really cool. I don't know what gun he's using, but it almost looks like a Mark 18. But yeah. All right, so for this kit, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really clean kit. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so for the next one, we got CJW Airsoft. For his plate carrier, it looks like he's got, like a regular Amazon multicam plate carrier with a drop pouch, a GP pouch or a admin pouch on the front, a back panel of some sort, some magazine pouches on both cummerbunds. He's got an off-core helmet with some ear mores, and some PVS 18s. Got a airsoft mask. It's the same one, just like a standard airsoft mask. Same one I got. Some standard eye pro. And for his gun, it looks like a 5-inch barrel length, like an M4 style airsoft gun with a red dot on it. For his belt, I can't really see much of it, but it does look like he's got some magazine pouches on the front. For his pistol, looks like some 2011 like type of style gas pistol, and he's got a combat. He's got a multicam or OCP combat shirt and combat pants. For this kit, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Really like it. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you didn't make it in today's video, that's fine. Still gonna select more people for part 3. But for today's winner, we got Ugly Airsoft. Like I said in the beginning of the video, part of the reason why he won is because, his kit was real. And, he showed off multiple guns. And also because he took the time, to send his kit in. Being in the Army can be pretty busy, and so just glad he took some time to send his kit.